This, the first episode of The Weird Man, is all about how you will get the best out of this discourse. The Weird Man works in a lived experience or phenomenological method of conversation and inquiry. This means that we are sharing our authentic experience of the topic at hand. Rather than declaring something as truth, the lived experience is a way of sharing our truth, how life has been experienced, how we learnt something. There are a number of ways we experience life: by sensation, emotion, perception, and language. Sensation, emotion, and the capacity for perception comes with the package of being a human organism. Actual perception and language, however, depends on our learning environment. We will deal with perception throughout future episodes. However, today I want to talk about language a little bit more. Language is a learnt skill and a performance-enhancing tool. Language provides three main ways to enhance human performance: by storytelling, by inquiry, and meaning-making. And language has two main modes of conversations to do that: the monologue, which is our inner conversation, speaking to ourselves, and dialogue, our conversation with others. And if we are trained to it, we can use a technique of dialogue with ourselves, as most great literature makers use. The lived experience approach is about sharing anything from our experiences, including our monologues, into the dialogue. In other words, sharing what we spoke about to ourselves with others. Putting all that together, a lived experience approach looks like me telling a story about what happened as it occurred to me. It can include what I experienced of something any time over the course of my life, how what I read occurred, and how my training and learning has occurred to me, and how my practice occurs to me, whatever that practice might be. And if you think about it for a while, you will see that all sorts of things that you are about in life falls into the story. Going to school, being in a career, establishing a family, etc., etc., etc. The value of this approach is that it helps us step back from any meaning we may have made or may tend to make about an experience and focus on the experience. The experience will have been lived in a sensorial, emotional, and perceptual way. Becoming more and more aware of these modes of making an experience lived also creates for us the distinction between those modes that come with being human as an organism, like emotions, and being human as language or story that comes after the experience. We also, of course, have an experience of language. For example, all that I am speaking since I started is from a monologue and my story of meanings that I have derived from the interaction between my living life, learning about other people's stories and meaning, and accepting coaching from teachers about the meanings they have derived. This includes what we might know about facts such as from science, maths, research, and technology. Recognizing that these as well are specialized forms of meaning and story releases us from becoming attached to a scientific truth. I'm sure we will deal a lot with the idea of truth as the episodes unfold. My experience of this is that I have no truly independent knowledge, but at the same time I have a sense of having an independent self, identity, and a way that it all occurs to me. These two aspects, knowing as derived from others and being as if I were an independent agent, seem to be in a relationship, a conversation, a to and fro, a feedback loop. And that conversation, that loop, defines the continuous creating of me. So it occurs to me. So here we are at the end of episode 1. Please try the inquiry questions here. Leave your responses as comment. and practice the lived experience approach in the way you express the comment. I will read them all and they will guide the issues that I raise in future episodes as they unfold. Please also click the subscribe button so that you can find quickly and easily your way back to the Weird Man. I'm looking forward to talking with you again. See you next week. Bye for now.